All right, button pressed.
Hey.
So a lot of people ask me about terms, and acronyms apparently seem to be something that you're into, I'm into. A lot of people hate them because they, by the time you say CIA and FBI, you lose them after that one. But here we are. ETH, we see this very commonly. You're probably going to know this one. What do you think this one is?
I want to say all-time high at the all-time high. I'm going to go with. Oh, yes.
Awesome. So you're going to score well on the test. All-time high, or the highest price a coin has been in its history. And that doesn't mean like recently, that means like from its inception. So there's cycle highs, like something's high for the month, or there's, something's high right now, but this is in its entire history, which is, pretty self-explanatory at this point.
Okay, now will this come up as some type of notice on my charts? Like, will it come up saying ATH, or are these strictly more terms that I'm going to hear other people use?
So, for example, and I could probably bring it up. I probably should have already had it loaded up, but we're going to do this on the fly, so that's fine. And people are going to learn along. So when we go to CoinMarketCap, which is one of the biggest places to source all of the information, you can pick any odd coin. And when we go to the actual information about the coin, which is located on the side, you're going to find the market capitalization and all that stuff, which you're going to learn in here, but it'll have yesterday's high, yesterday's low. But here we have right down here, all-time high.
Okay.
So they actually wrote it out here, but if you were on Twitter, someone would just be putting ATH, BTC, you know what I mean? And people would be freaking out, and some people would know why and everybody else wouldn't.
And for the record, CoinMarketCap is a website to go to.
Yes, CoinMarketCap is a resource that has a list of every single coin. It also tells you every single day at the top right here what the actual market cap for the whole industry is, the volume in the last 24 hours, the Bitcoin dominance, like how much of the market is just Bitcoin, that type of stuff. So it's a really good resource. And like you said, it does list the all-time highs.
Okay.
So the next one, bearish.
I couldn't even guess what that stands for. Is that an acronym, or is that just a slang term?
These are just terms. Some of them will be straight up acronyms, but this is terms. So you're going to hear bearish and the next one bullish a lot. So bearish would be an expectation that prices will decrease. So if we're talking about, we're in a bear market, there's not a lot of price expectation, there's not a lot of movement, we're in a bear cycle, or today you woke up and the whole chart's red, it's a bearish day. If you go onto Twitter, you're going to see literal pictures of bears and people are posting them and you don't know why. Well, this is why. Because people are talking about the bearish sentiment of the market.
Okay.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So this one, bullish.
I'm going to assume this has something to do with the term bull runs.
Well, it's an expectation that the price will increase.
Okay.
So this is the direct opposite of bearish. We have bullish. So basically you wake up and the market's all green, everybody's having a good day, it's a bullish sentiment. If the last couple of weeks have been doing great, that's a bullish cycle. If you're in the last year of a 4-year cycle, it's the bull run. You know what I mean? When all the markets are going up crazy, that's basically, you're going to hear bullish and you're going to see memes of bull horns and shit like that. So the bulls and the bears are basically what people are battling between on an everyday basis.
Okay. The only time we like bullish.
We always like bullish, but bearish once you get to be a savage investor means, you know, there's something on sale. So that's not too bad either.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Cold storage. What do you think this is?
Okay. So this one I believe is the wallet that's not online, so it can't be.
So this is moving your private keys offline. So you're on this one again. So you're gonna pass this test, bud. So this is basically everything is built into the blockchain. So the coins itself will be inside the blockchain, but the keys to move them, like your car's in the driveway, but it's immobile without the keys. So the keys to move everything is what you're going to be moving into these private devices. Like if you can see me, I have a nano ledger in my hand. This
Okay.
is a cold storage wallet.
Now, can you just buy a USB storage and, you know, download this cold storage wallet, or is there something specific that you need to buy for
So
this?
this one looks like a gig stick, but it's a nano ledger, which is a specific gig stick. They're roughly about $180, $200 for the best one. You can get them for 100 for a cheaper version. But you can download wallets that go on your phone or on your laptop or directly in your computer. So there's difference between cold storage and hot wallets and stuff like that. We'll get into all that. It's all coming up on the test. It might not be all in this first presentation, but we are going to get into that. So
Okay.
a cold wallet's basically getting your stuff off of the internet.
Okay. Real quick, can I just ask what would be the difference if someone was to get, you know, the $180, $200 compared to the $100? Like what
So
is
I have a Nano X,
safer?
and then the cheaper one is the Nano S. So the S only allows you to keep 3 assets on there. So you might have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, whereas this one allows me to have 200 different accounts. So I could have hundreds of different coins. Just allows me a little bit more versatility. This one has a bit better of a touch screen. It's just the newer, fancier one they were able to charge me more money for. And I think it's Bluetooth, but I don't know because I don't use that.
Cool.
Fiat.
Now I know that that's kind of like our physical world money here along
Yeah,
those.
this is our dirty money. This is basically what everybody in crypto doesn't want: government issued dollars, such as the Canadian dollar, the British pound, the dinar, the ruble, the yen, the won, the dirty American dollar. This is basically anything that is issued by the government. The Latin term for fiat is to be made. So this is literally just made out of thin air. Usually it used to be backed by something. It isn't anymore, but
It's not backed by gold anymore.
this is our just fiat currency.
Okay.
This is what most of you are going to start off in and want to end back up in, as long as you continue the same mindset you started off with. But we're going to hopefully switch that up so you don't even look like you want fiat anymore, which is what I'm hoping. FOMO. Here's the acronym for you. What's this one mean?
I know it. Mofo.
Yeah, it's kind of the same, but I mean,
freedom of movement. I don't know. It would be
all
a
right.
funny.
So this one is
I'll
the
make some
fear.
funny.
This is the fear of missing out,
Okay.
or the act of jumping into a project because of recent news, price action, even like it's basically like you see a chart going hyper ballistic and you are like, oh my god, I want to get in on that project. You have the fear of missing out on profit and you're just FOMOing into a project. You'll hear this a lot. So something will be mooning and then you'll wake up and you'll be like, well, I want to buy that. That's
You buy
FOMO.
it too high.
Yeah, like you could do well. Some people FOMO in and prices keep going up, but the act of doing it, that, oh my god, I gotta have that, is FOMO.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't want to get in the habit of doing FOMO.
For the record, I've got a lot of questions regarding many of these things, so I'll try to stick to just the acronyms, and we'll save it for when we get to the deeper discussions, if you'd like.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, no, like
just fire
maybe if
away.
we do a quicker run through of this list, and then I'll stop the recording and we can restart it, and we can do like a blog chat about it, and then the chat will be like a deeper dive. And we can get through these. Like I said, there's going to be more of these because these are not all the terms. These are all I wanted to present at first.
Okay.
Because there's a lot. This is not like, you know, it's a lot of brain candy. What do you think this one is? Bud. Without reading the small little letters on the side, I'm sure you can see.
Can I swear in this? No.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, fixed, fucked, upper deck, fear,
uncertainty, and doubt. Constant propaganda pushing fear in a hope to get you to sell or get out of the market. So this is basically when you wake up in the morning and you see every news story saying China has banned Bitcoin, China banned miners. We've heard it 30 times, but if you're just new, you go, oh my God, I think I should sell, or you see the market dropping, things are bearish, and all of a sudden you see everyone on Twitter, oh my God, the top was already in, this is the end, sell your stuff. That's FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Just this manipulation to get you to sell so that the whales can come in and buy it. It's usually bullshit, and most of the time it's just to get the retail investor or the new guy.
Okay.
But it's no good.
Fear, uncertainty, doubt.
Yes. ICO. Sounds a lot like the IPO in the stock market. Don't got this one?
No, honestly, I for the most part, I think with these acronyms, I'll probably just be guessing random, you know. I care.
So yeah, that's not it. This is an initial coin offering.
Okay.
Initial coin offering. In the stock market, they call initial public offerings when a stock goes live for the first time. Well, this is a little bit different. This is basically the first time a coin goes out onto the exchanges.
Now, do they just put these coins out and then it's for us to discover? Or, I mean, I'm assuming, like, how do they advertise or get this out there? Or how is it?
Well, it depends. Each coin's a separate entity. Some coins have giant marketing campaigns. Sometimes you know a coin's coming. Sometimes it just pops on the market. Exchanges will have these voting periods sometimes where you're able to get in through staking coins and being able to vote, and that will get you coins before they come out, which is exactly where you want to be. Because let's say a coin comes out and is listed as 10 cents, and then it jumps to 30 cents. So you're able to double or triple your money, but you were offered it in an ICO at a penny or a half a penny. So that's where the real money is made, is in the getting in before the ICO or the IPO. And then when the public comes in, generally you're heading for the back door.
Cool.
Market cap. This you'll hear all the time, or market capitalization. So that's the total supply multiplied by the current or the circulating supply in existence. So how many coins times how much money each coin is. So when we go back, I'm just going to pull up coin market cap again. See how Bitcoin, it says right here that it has a market capitalization of $1.1 trillion right now.
Okay.
So you're able, this list is in order of who has the highest market cap. So Ethereum is at $500 billion. And we move down through all the coins. The one that we love, Our buddy XRP is sitting down here at $50 billion market cap. And then it tells you how many are actually in circulation. You know, there's in circulation, the volume for the last 24 hours. Market capitalization is very important.
So just this one's kind of complicated. Back to that list, you're saying so there's 18 million Bitcoins.
There's 21 million Bitcoins total. In
Okay.
existence in supply currently is 18.879 million Bitcoins in circulation. So there's still more to come out or be mined.
And then that's this market cap is what they're.
The market cap would be these 18 million times the fact that they're $59,000 a piece. And that will get you this $1.1 trillion.
Ultimately what they're worth.
Yeah. So if this number goes up to 60,000 and this number doesn't move over here of how many there is, the market cap would go up to that number times 60,000.
Okay.
Now, because they're both going up at the same time, you have to, you know, pay attention to how many are in circulation and then multiply that to what they're worth currently.
And again, why is it important for us to know the market cap?
Well, for example, let's say that someone tells you about a coin that isn't near the top of this list and it's number like, you know, there's 14,000 coins. It's number 13,000 and the company's only worth 85 grand market cap.
Okay.
You're looking at that and you're thinking, Jesus, this isn't a good project. Like, this tells you how much the project's worth overall. And when you notice that the entire market capitalization of the entire cryptocurrency market in American dollars is 2.6 trillion, 2.67 trillion dollars, and you see a project like Bitcoin that's 1.1 trillion, they basically own the whole market or the majority of the market. When you see the smaller the market cap, it's kind of like, you know, either the more ground floor you're getting in or the smaller the project or the easier money could make that flip. So
but Bitcoin didn't start at that market cap.
No,
right?
but let's say, for example, you want to double your money in Bitcoin. This market cap is going to have to be $2.2 trillion to double your money. Whereas a coin that's only $1 million market cap, it's only going to take $1 million capital to come in and move that price up, double. So market capitalization tells you the likelihood of your return on investment, and keep that in mind because it's coming up in our list.
Okay.
Moving along, because
I would like to talk about that one more still. Like, that's one I feel like.
Good. We're going to come back to this, and that's a good thing to start maybe in our blog chat.
Okay, yeah, because it feels like there's a wealth of information I should still know there, in a sense.
Mooning is price going up fast. This is not showing your ass in a car. Okay.
I spent a lot of time doing that in my teenage years.
Yeah, this is a totally different kind of mooning. This is the one that we'd like to see. It's not that one. Okay. And a shakeout. This is something that I made a video about the other day. I warned about a shakeout, and the first comment that came in is people are like, what's a shakeout? A shakeout is a price moving to scare retail investors off or to liquidate leveraged traders. So that means the price is going up or down really, really fast, and it's a shakeout. It's going to move the market, and it's going to destroy people who are leveraged traders and stuff like that.
So how does that occur real quick?
So the whales, that's usually what's happening, is it's movement from one or two giant accounts that move so much.
And would they, again, just to muddy the waters a little here, would they be doing that in order to cause a certain outcome in the market and not so much moving it to all of a sudden, you know, because they're selling high? Like, they're not selling high, they're trying to cause more of a large ripple effect?
Well, for example, here's what might happen. The whale might back off in his action and just hold off and not really do anything and let the market retail, the normal Joe, bring the price of a coin up. So it's basically siphoning the public's money to bring the price of the coin up. And then the whale gets to a certain point and says, okay, watch this. I'm going to shake out these people. I'm going to scare the shit out of these people. Oh, hold on. I got to get rid of this thing that popped up on the screen. Yeah. So I'm going to scare the people by dumping so much at one time that when the price goes down by, 10 or 15 or 20% in a single candle, those brand new people that just brought the price up with their own money are either going to sell and get out, or it's going to leverage those people who are doing leverage traders where they're doing 10-to-1 or they're doing shorts and long positions. It's going to destroy those people or trigger people's stop losses and liquidate them.
Okay.
So this is a move that you'll see quite regularly, a shakeout. And ROI, we just went over that. That is your return on investment,
Right.
the amount of profit compared to the amount of capital invested. So if a project has a good ROI, that means you're probably going to make a lot of money on it and you have a potential to multiply. So Bitcoin right now has a terrible ROI. The market cap is so high, the market has gone up so much, we're so far down, the likelihood of doubling your money isn't there. It's a bad return on your investment. Whereas
So
something like an XRP that's suppressed and been down and is only rolling around $1, it might multiply 10 or 15 times from here. That's a good return on investment.
okay. I
So
was going to say
just the
our
it's just the
little.
potential that it looks like a coin has.
So does that mean, again, a part of the game that, when back to China saying that, they outlaw the Bitcoin or whatever else, is that,
The
can
FUD.
things be done for these bigger guys to come in and buy some more stocks? Like, do you
Well, the
think they're.
FUD can provide the shakeout, which makes the whales scoop up what's
That's
going
what
on.
okay.
So there's moves where these will all link together, and you'll see by the end of it, you'll eventually catch on to what's going on. So if you know the game, you can't be played, and that's why we want to show you.
Okay.
Blockchain is the last one I want to get into today because that's kind of what this is all built on, literally. So a blockchain is private ledger ticks. Okay, this is public databases that everyone can access and read, but the data can only be updated by the owners. Data is transferred across thousands of computers worldwide, known as nodes. So this is the actual infrastructure of cryptocurrency. The core infrastructure is the blockchain itself.
So to explain it, like we'd say, some company has, one of those little things in their basement where they've got all the hard drives in the wall, like we see in the movies, right? Is that what we're kind of talking about? And then there's different computers all over, in layman's terms, that are then picking up things from these databases.
It's
In a
basically,
complete layman's term, like I'm just
in the most
not.
layman terms, every single human that is running a PC in their basement that is keeping the Bitcoin network running is getting rewarded in basically fractions of a Bitcoin, and that's called mining. So the people who are mining the network and being rewarded in small amounts of Bitcoin or whatever particular currency or whatever node you're running is
So
keeping the
mining is,
market open.
sorry.
That's what's keeping the market going. The entire blockchain is checking between all of the computers running around the world in a giant web. So it's decentralized. There's no one point. All like the PC in my house, if I was mining Bitcoin, would be a part of the network. There isn't one network and we're all based on that. It's all of the computers combined. People get paid for doing it in the mining process.
So that's what
And
I'm
that's
saying. So mining is not some kind of illegal thing where you're stealing coins per se. You're allowing your PC to become a part of the network and gaining coins because of doing so.
yeah, because you're going to keep your computer on 24 hours a day, and because it's going to be running high, and because it's going to be solving the next problem in the blockchain to secure the network and verify transactions, you get rewarded or paid, and they call it mining.
Shit.
So
I
that
had,
is so
okay.
so basically a blockchain, the easiest way to explain it is about every 15 minutes a block is created. In that block, all the transactions that happened in that 15 minutes is etched in stone. What's also etched in stone is the previous block, the previous block, and the previous block. So that 15 minutes later, when the new block comes in, the block that was just made is the one closest. So you can never hack it, because if you hacked one single block, if you were smart enough to break the infrastructure and hack a network and figure out that one 15-minute section, by the time the next one comes, they'd realize that that one section isn't in line with all the other blocks, and the validators of the network would unvote that, and that would be gone, and we would continue on as business. So it's an unhackable, unbreakable thing that keeps building, and it's always embedding the past one as like a fractal.
So in other words, their whole plan in the Matrix to take out the one home base wouldn't have worked anyways.
No. All right, so that is our super quick lesson from blockchain and all-time high all the way back to the beginning. I am going to just wrap this version of it up, and we'll be able to continue it on a more of a blog type conversation. But for
Cool.
this very moment, is there any last questions about any of that you heard now, or is there any that you could think of that you've seen that you don't know, that, or maybe something I just mentioned? Any last questions on this from you, my friend?
No, not at this point.
I know they're coming when I hang up.
They're coming when we hang out, but just to not muddy the water too much, I'll stay to the terms on this one.
Awesome. Well, this by far is not the complete list. There will be more. I will update this as terms part 1, and you can expect part 2, 3, 4, and all that to be coming. Make sure to pay attention. There will be a test on this. Thanks a lot to anyone who's paying attention. If you're one of my investors, you're a savage.